Hi everyone, welcome to tonight's Facebook and Instagram Live. I'm Christine Dahl with Fashion Ninja Warrior, and tonight is episode number 85, Tricks to Starting a Business While Working Full-Time, aka how to leave your 9-to-5 in 2020. So the end of the year is coming, whether you like it or not. There are literally only 3 weeks left of 2019. So I'm sure most of you are thinking about your goals for 2020, and if you are working a full-time job, I'm sure one of your goals is to leave that job, to kick your boss to the curb, to become your own boss, and really have a profitable fashion business, not just a hobby. So thanks so much for tuning in. As always, don't forget to share this video. If you're on Facebook, just let people know they can't actually watch it unless they're part of the group, but they can just simply request to join the group. And if you're on Instagram, tag someone. This will be in our stories for 24 hours. You can tag someone. You can share it with someone. Hey, South Elevation, how are you? Thanks for joining. Also, don't forget to give me your hearts. Give me your thumbs up. I want this to be interactive. I want you guys to talk to me. I hate talking to myself. It is boring. So your comments, your hearts, your thumbs up, it's like oxygen to me. I need it. So please, please be interactive with me. I love hearing from all of you. Hey, hey, thanks for waving. Okay, cool. Don't forget to comment with any of your questions as we're going along. So first off, who wants to quit their 9-to-5 in 2020? I want to hear from you guys. Give me a yes. Give me a that's me. Give me a amen. Give me a raised hand emoji, thumbs up, hearts. I want to hear from you guys. Who wants to quit their 9-to-5 in 2020? Is that your New Year's resolution? Is that your goal? Alicia May for Christ. Yes. Awesome. I love it. Sabash. Yes. Clapped hands. I love it. Okay, awesome. So these tips are definitely going to help you. Me, I love it, South Elevation. So I will never forget the day that I left my job for good. And actually, I tried to leave my job twice. Well, I should say once. It didn't work. I left for only a short period. It was only about 9 months, I want to say, and then I went back to work. But when I went back to work, I was working only part-time. And then I finally left my job for good in 2016, the beginning of 2016. So I have been happily self-employed for the last 3, almost 4 years. Coming up February 2020 will be my 4th year. And it was amazing. It was one of the most exhilarating yet scary moments of my life, but I knew that this is what God has called me to do and that He would be my provider and He would support me every step of the way, and He has. So I'm very thankful. I feel very blessed and very fortunate to get to do what I love to do, which is help all of you have very profitable fashion businesses. For those of you who aren't familiar with Fashion Ninja Warrior, we are a fashion consulting agency. We help you design beautiful product and then sell the crap out of it. That is my job. That is what I do. And I love helping you guys. So today we are going to discuss 12 tricks when starting a business if you're still working full-time. The number one thing I wish I did when I still was working full-time, 2 main reasons most people don't succeed with their fashion line: how to calculate what you can actually expect your salary to be based on your sales. So if you're thinking about leaving your job, make sure you pay attention to this part before you actually do kick your job or your boss to the curb. 2 of my favorite tools that will save you tons of time at work and so much more. So are we ready? Alicia, your questions are great. I love them. They're not relevant to what we're talking about right now, so I'm not going to answer them, but feel free to ask them on our next live Q&A, or you can always book a strategy session with us, okay? Awesome. Hey, Corey, thanks so much for joining. Okay, so let's get into the 12 tricks when starting a business while working full-time. So numero uno, I highly, highly recommend that you check your company contracts that you sign. So whatever employer job that you have, you probably signed some sort of contract agreement in the beginning. You kind of want to make sure that you are allowed to start a business. If you sign something like a non-compete, definitely read that very, very closely if you are in a fashion job or working for a design house. And as a designer, just check. Just read everything over again. Make sure some corporations don't allow their employees to have any side businesses. Some people, sometimes corporations are afraid of being sued or having employees leave and go with you to your new company. So just check whatever you have signed. Number one, I love it, Alicia May. You are writing them down. Number one, check company contracts, okay? Make sure your bases are covered. Make sure it is legal for you to actually start a business on the side and that you're not, defying anything that you actually signed and agreed to. Number two, get your finances in order. And I cannot tell you guys how important this is. And this is why it's number two in the process. Because if you are allowed to start a business or do a business on the side while working your full-time job, this is the first thing you're going to have to look at, okay? And we talk about this a lot in depth inside our Fashion Business Foundation course. And it's literally on sale right now, guys, for only $27, which is ridiculous. This is part of our Blessed Friday sale. It's only going on till tomorrow. So you have literally one day left to grab this course for $27. But anyway, basically you're going to want to make sure how much money can you survive on, right? How can you start getting down that debt? If you've got debt, how can you start paying it off? If you've got expenses, how can you start to reduce those expenses? How can you downsize, especially monthly expenses? So things like your phone bill, your TV bill, your internet cable bill, right? All of that stuff is a monthly expense that is never going to actually go away. I don't think anyone's going to stop using their cell phone anytime soon. So you want to make sure that you're paying the best rate possible. And a lot of times you can call different companies, and kind of, see if you can get a better deal. If not, you can tell them, oh, well, I might leave and go to this other company. And then they might be like, oh, no, we don't want you to leave. We'll give you a better deal, that sort of thing. So that's kind of a little negotiation 101 tactic. Threaten to leave and they'll probably give you a good deal. So try it. Trust me, it works. I have lowered my cell phone bill numerous times. I've lowered my cable bill. Really, really important that you check your bills and try to get your expenses down as much as possible. So yes, Alicia, number two, get finances in order. I love that you're writing them down and putting them in the comments so that everyone else can follow along on Facebook. Thank you. So get all those finances in order. You're going to want as much money as possible to put towards your business. So as little as you can spend on your own personal benefits and expenses will only help you put more money towards your business. The good thing is you are working full-time, so you should have income coming in, and hopefully you have a surplus of income coming in so that you can put that extra towards your business, okay? Number three, you'll want to get in the right mindset. And we talk about this heavily in the Fashion Business Foundation course because it is super, super crucial. You want to make sure that whatever business you're going to start on the side, which most of you are probably starting fashion businesses, you're going to want to make sure that you're really passionate about it. I tell people all the time, what is your why? If your why doesn't make you cry, it's not strong enough. For me, my why is my family. I very strongly wanted to be able to raise my kids and work from home and be able to raise my family while having a business. And at the same time, I just wanted to be my own boss and be able to make my own rules and have my own freedom. So you have to have a really, really strong why. It's very important. Fashion is not an easy industry. It takes a lot of time, a lot of effort. And if you don't have the passion or a strong why, you're going to quit. And trust me, quitting is just a permanent solution to a temporary problem. So please, please, whatever you do, don't quit. If you have to take a break, if you have to put things on hold, if you have to take a vacation, whatever you have to do, get things in order. Always just have the mindset that this is not over, that you're just taking a break, that you will come back to it and you will succeed. Two of the main reasons that I see people not succeed in their fashion business is number one, they quit. Number two, they run out of money. So that's why I'm telling you, number two is get your finances in order because you need money. And number three is to get your mind in order because you don't want to quit. You want to have what I like to call the whatever it takes mentality, the warrior mentality, right? This is where the name Fashion Angel Warrior came into. Warriors are do or die. Like they are going out in the battlefield and they are not coming home to their families unless they kill everyone else out there, right? There is no retreat. There is no turning around. There is no going back, right? So you really need to have that mindset or else you won't succeed. I guarantee it. So trust me on that one. Please, please, please make sure you have a very strong why and are super passionate about what it is that you're doing. Number 4, make sure, thank you all for all the hearts. I love it. Please keep them coming. I love your comments too. Number 4, make sure that your spouse and or family is on board with this decision. So if you are married or with someone, I highly recommend whoever is very closely involved in your life. If you have kids, whatever the case may be, maybe you are responsible for taking care of your parents. You probably want to get them involved and let them know what it is you're planning to do and make sure that they're on board with it, because believe me when I say it's not just you starting a business, it's everyone that's in very close contact to you is also going to feel the effects of you starting a business. And so if they're not on board, it is going to be a very rough, rocky road ahead for you. And you're going to be dealing with a lot of negativity and a lot of things that are really, really difficult to withstand and power through and persevere through if your family and spouse are not on board. So just make sure you've discussed it with them, you've shared your heart, that everyone's on board with your decision. Hey, So Chic Petite, yes, I'll repeat number 1. So the first one was check your company contracts that you've signed. Let's repeat all of them. Number 1, check company contracts. Number 2, get your finances in order. Number 3, get in the right mindset. Number 4, make sure your spouse and family are on board. And now we are on, before I move on to number 5, I will also say that I have seen a lot of clients also quit their fashion business because their spouse asked them for a divorce. And so you don't want to end up in a situation like that where your spouse feels that your business is taking over, or that your business is now becoming more important than them, or that you don't have time for the family anymore. So trust me when I say relationship is more important, and you want to make sure that your spouse is on board, that your family is on board. Okay? Everyone good? All right, awesome. Number 5, set goals. And you want to set attainable goals so that you can really make sure that you stay on track. Number 1, I love goals because it helps to keep you accountable. Number 2, it's going to give you a set schedule, a set strategy, a set system. I love the word system because it stands for save yourself some time, energy, and money, which I'm sure all of us would love to save. And so you're going to want to start to set some goals. You know, where do you need to be in your business in order for you to walk away, right? What's going to be the deciding factor? When are you going to decide to take that leap of faith, to take that step out of the boat and walk on the water and say, I'm never going back to working for someone else ever again? You know, I talk about all the time, or I mentioned earlier, I should say, that I attempted to leave my job the first time and it didn't quite work because 9 months later I was right back to work again. And part of that was mindset. Part of that was leaving my job too soon. Part of it was fear. A large part of it was fear. You know, fear of not having a steady paycheck coming in every single month that's guaranteed, right? So it's really, really important that you, again, have the right mindset and that you have goals set up ahead of time so that you know when you can actually walk away from your job. So think about what your sales might need to be. And keep in mind, this is not equivalent to how much you're actually going to make or how much is actually going to be in your pocket. So I want you all to take a guess. There's a bunch of you on right now. What do you think the percentage of your salary versus gross sales are, right? So let's say your gross sales are $200,000 for the year in your business. What do you think the percentage of that should be for your salary? Like, what should be your take-home salary out of $200,000? I want everyone to let me know. Type it in the comments. I want to hear from you. There's a lot of you on. Alicia, what do you think? So Chic Petite, I want to hear from you. The comments are a little delayed. Alicia said 5%. Okay. You're very frugal, Alicia. It's not a bad thing. Take a guess. I want to hear from you. What percentage do you think your salary should be versus your gross sales for the year? What should be or what will be? Well, yes, those are two very different things. What should be? What is the recommended? Corey said 50%. Okay. I am Sebastian, 5 to 10%. All right, so we've got a huge range. So the actual recommended percentage range is anywhere from 10 to 30%. And actually, the lower you can be, the better. You actually want your salary and all of your employees' salary, if you have a team of people, to be around that 10% mark, because then the rest of it is pure profit. Elvitanza says 20 to 25. So 10 to 30% is ideal. So if you think about, if you're making $200,000 in sales, your salary, if it's 30%, is only $60,000. So if you need to make $60,000 because that's your full-time job salary right now, and that's what you need in order to walk away from your job, you need to be making at least $200,000 in sales from your business before you can walk away from your job. Make sense? Jack Odyssey said 15 to 30. Yes, you are very close. So this hopefully will help you think about, okay, where do I actually need to be in my business before I can take that leap of faith and walk away? And hey, everyone's situation is different. Maybe you've got a lot of money saved up. I was very fortunate that I made a lot of money when I was working. I was paid a very, very good salary, and I saved a ton of it, and I invested a ton of it. And we have a whole Facebook Live on investing. I didn't mark down the number, but I will find it for you guys. Just do a search on the Facebook group for investing. But you want to make your money work for you, right? So if you can earn 8% on your money year over year over year, it is so worth it, and it will accumulate to be a lot of money over time. They say even if you invested $1,000 a year into an IRA, a Roth IRA, every single year from the age of 25 to the age of 65, you will have invested $40,000 that will have accumulated to $1 million. So you want to make your money work for you. And so thankfully, my mom and dad taught me that at a very young age. And so I've been investing since I was 16 years old. And so I made very good money at my jobs, and I stored it away and I invested it, and it made money for me so that I could afford to leave my job and start Fashion Ninja Warrior and start my fashion line as well. So hopefully that will help you. And if you want more tips on setting SMART goals, we have an entire Facebook Live, episode number 14, 10 steps to setting SMART goals that are attainable. So go back and watch that Facebook Live. Okay, number 6, moving right along, get organized. You guys know I am the queen of organization and planning. I love it. My middle name is being organized. I couldn't do anything without being organized. So write out your schedule for the week, right? What can you cut out? What kind of personal things can you cut out? What time can you set aside to building your business? Can someone in your life help you take some things off your plate, right? If you're married, can your spouse help out? If you're, living with your parents, can they help out with certain things, right? And hey, there's no shame with living with your parents, all right? If you're going to save $1,000 in rent per month because you live with your parents, that is a lot of money you can put towards your business, okay? So don't get all hung up on what you see on Instagram. People post only the best on their Instagram feed. No one shows you the real life and what it's really like. And there is nothing wrong with being frugal, living with your parents, trying to spend as little as possible, get your expenses down so that you can put more money towards your business. Hey, Inga, how are you? Good to see you too. So you want to create the right balance between your job and your business. Otherwise, you will burn out very quickly. So know your limits, know what you need to do, set a schedule, get yourself organized. I like to have a routine. Part of my routine is every night I plan my following day before I go to bed. I cannot go to sleep without looking at my schedule, making sure I've got all my appointments all written down and scheduled and ready to go. I mean, of course, I schedule weeks in advance, but for daily things that often change or things move around oftentimes, right? I make sure the night before I go over my schedule for the following day and I have everything ready to go and prepared. I try not to wait till the last minute to do anything. And I always go over my entire week schedule on Sunday night with my husband. We sit down, we have a scheduling meeting. We go over our schedules so that we know what's going on, right? So develop some kind of routine for yourself. It will only help you get more things done in less time. Also think about what can you do during your commute, right? If you're driving to work, maybe you can listen to these Facebook Lives and get motivated and get some great information. Maybe you can take some of our online courses, which are all on sale right now for ridiculously low prices. And you can listen to those on your morning commute, right? If you take a train or a bus, maybe it's doing research on your competitors from your phone or building your social media, right? You have your phone. It's a mini computer. It can do a lot of things for you. So use it and use every second wisely. If you're in line waiting for your lunch, if you're in line waiting for your Starbucks coffee, if you're in line waiting for something you're buying at the store, you better be on your phone doing something and taking advantage. I can check at least 2 emails while I'm in line. I can check social media while I'm in line waiting for something. Depending on how long you're waiting. If you're waiting up to 20 minutes, that is a very long amount of time that you can actually get a lot of stuff done. So try to use every spare second that you have. Write a blog, Inga says. Yes, great tip. I love it. And also try to bulk similar activities together. Let's say you're doing fabric sourcing and you need to email fabric vendors. Email them all at once. Do one email, copy and paste, change who it's to, change the gist of the, subject or whatever. And there you go. You have an email. You can send it out to 12 people in about 5 minutes rather than sending one on lunch break, one after work, one on your way home from work, Try to bulk similar activities together, and that's only going to help you stay more organized and get more things done in less time. I also very much used to schedule all of my meetings before work, after work, on lunch breaks. I took advantage of every spare second I could while I was working full-time and while I was working part-time. I used to have meetings in the city at 8 a.m. because I had to be at work at 9. I used to have meetings on my lunch break. I would have meetings directly after work. I did whatever I needed to do to fill in that time so that I could build my business while working full time. All right. Again, whatever it takes mentality. And if you want more tips on how to be organized, go back and watch Facebook Live episode 64. All of our Facebook Lives, by the way, for you Instagrammers, are on our Facebook group, The Fearless Fashionpreneur. They're all recorded. They are saved. They're there for you. So hop on over, join our group, and you can watch all of them for free. It is literally over 42 hours of free information, which is ridiculous. Okay, number 7, moving right along. Get all of your learning coaching done now. So I say this because once you quit your job and once now your sole income is coming from your business, you are not going to have time to learn what you need to do. So you need to learn everything now while you have your full-time job, because once you have your business as your full-time gig, you're not going to have time. Trust me. I have barely enough time to get done the things I need to get done for my business, let alone extra time to be learning new things. And I know as a coach how important it is to continue to learn, and I try to squeeze in, 5-minute clips here, 10-minute clips here, 20-minute clips on YouTube and different things, and meeting with my own coach and things like that. I do all of that, but trust me, I have very little time to do that because I'm now working in my business and on my business all at the same time, okay? When you have a full-time job, you're kind of not under a deadline, right? So it's really important that you get all of the learning, all of the coaching in now before you leave your full-time job, because trust me, you're not gonna have time once you leave. And I highly, highly recommend our Fashion Startup Intensive program. It is our best-selling group coaching program, literally designed to give you a step-by-step action plan that will walk you through everything you need to know, start to finish, on how to produce a profitable fashion line. It is our best-selling course. It includes 8 class modules. They're recorded. You have lifetime access. You get over 125 done for you worksheets, templates, and scripts. You get our preferred vendor list, which has over 90 of our top preferred vendors and suppliers. You get our private Facebook group, mastermind group, where you get to ask me questions, which is ridiculous. People pay $3.50 an hour to ask me questions. Plus, you get free access to new future trainings, discounts on services, and so much more. And literally right now, it is being offered for only $6.99. The price is going up to $9.97 in January, so you better grab it now before the price goes up. We are adding tons of information in January, and you'll actually get all the new information because you get access to all of the updates, but you only have to pay $6.99 if you sign up now, which is ridiculous. So I highly recommend that you sign up for that. Okay, moving along. Number 8, proof of concept. I highly, highly recommend you do not quit your full-time job to start your business until you have a proven concept. meaning you have someone else and hopefully multiple people that believe your product / idea is good enough to buy and spend the money on it at the price that you have set, okay? So it's one thing for your family and friends to say, oh, I love it, or I would buy it. It's another thing for them to actually put their money where their mouth is and buy it, okay? So you want people who actually have bought your product. You want proven sales. You want a proof of concept. And if you want 5 things that you can do right now, if you want to know 5 things you can do right now to know whether your product will sell, go back and watch Facebook Live, episode 60, why you need a proof of concept, okay? That is a really, really good Facebook Live. I give away a ton of secrets in there on how to really make sure that your product is actually going to sell. If no one wants what you are making, I highly recommend you do not quit your job until you have actually sold it to a lot of people and have proven that this concept will work. Number 9, we are moving right along. I think we were going up to 12, right? What did I say? Yeah, 12. We're running out of time. Okay, I'm gonna go a little fast. Number 9, pay others while you can. So hopefully, again, your full-time job is paying you well and you have excess money on the side. I highly, highly recommend that you do not try to do everything yourself, that you are smart and you figure out what you can do and what you can't do, what you're good at, what you're not good at, and you outsource as much as possible. You simply cannot do everything. You are one person, okay? And I know for you perfectionists out there, this is gonna be difficult for you to delegate, but I once heard a quote that has helped me a lot, and it says this: if someone can do something 83% as good as you need to delegate it. And when I heard that, I was like, whoa, 83% is horrible. That's like a B-, people. Like, I want somebody that's gonna be an A+, not a B-. But trust me, you do not have the time. So if someone can do something 83% as good as you, delegate it. And trust me, your life will be 10 times better. So what are things that you can delegate? Things like social media marketing. Things like your books, right? Keeping track of your books. So like a bookkeeper, right? If you're doing QuickBooks, you can hire a QuickBooks bookkeeper, right? Maybe a part-time assistant, right? So this is a really, really important thing to do. And actually, Fashion Ninja Warrior can help you in a lot of these areas. We now manage a lot of social media for a lot of our clients because of this very, very thing. And this is literally one of the things I wish I did when I was still working full-time. Again, I had a healthy salary. I literally probably could have afforded to hire someone for $30,000 or $35,000 a year as like a part-time assistant or a full-time assistant, and had them do a ton of things for me while I was working full-time. So it's one of the things I wish I still did when I was working full-time. Thankfully, it worked out for me either way. But it is something that can definitely help you grow your business a lot faster. And because you have money coming in and you're saving it and investing it, you hopefully can afford to actually outsource a lot of these things. So I wish I had outsourced more. I wish I had actually hired like a full-time assistant when I was working. So hopefully that will help you as well. Okay, that's all I wanted to say. Alicia May has a question. In taking a break to rebuild, should I step back and doing fashion shows of my own designs and freelance sewing work for private clients? I hope this goes in line with the live session. So I think I understand what you're saying, Alicia. And so personally, I don't recommend doing fashion shows, and I don't recommend working for private clients, only because it's not going to take you where you want to be as far as having your own profitable fashion business. If your goal is just to sew for private clients, that's fine. It's not something that I teach because I haven't seen the model work where you're making a ton of money. You're always going to be trading your time for money when you have private clients, and the bulk of the work is always going to be done and changed for every single client because their measurements are different for every single thing, and they want something different for every single thing. So it's not something that I teach. You can do it. It's just not something that I recommend, and I don't recommend doing fashion shows, and we've talked about that in a lot of different Facebook Lives, so I definitely recommend going back and watching those, and you can see why I don't recommend doing fashion shows. But thanks for asking. Okay, number 10, build a following now. Everyone waits. Why? Why do you wait? I really would like to know, why are you waiting? People are waiting to have a product. People are waiting to get their manufacturing in order. People are waiting for finances. You don't need any of that to build a following, okay? Building a following is one of the most important, if not the most important things. I would love to say building your product is the most important thing, but nobody cares about your great product if you don't have anyone to sell it to. You need to build a tribe of people that are going to buy your product. And the sooner you do it, the more successful you will be, okay? Think about it. Kim Kardashian could sell you donuts. It doesn't matter. As long as her name is on it, she will sell it. Why? Because she has a huge following, right? She didn't start her fashion line and then build a following. She built her following, then she built a fashion line, then she did all the other things that she's doing, and she capitalizes off of anything that she's doing because she already has the following. Get it? Okay, so hopefully you will start building your following. And trust me, it takes a long time, especially if you're going to do it yourself. But like I said, we can help. We have a brand new Instagram growth platform that's guaranteed to grow your following anywhere from 200 to 1,800 followers per month. It is crazy. We are literally getting people 1,800 followers per month, which is sick. And it's only $150 a month. It's super, super affordable. Also, you can take our Instagram masterclass that's coming up next week called Intelligent Instagram. It is on sale. I believe it's only $44, which is ridiculous. Our online courses go anywhere from $97 to $149. This is ridiculous. It's going to go up on the website for $149, so you're literally getting it for over $100 off. It is next Tuesday. We're going to do it live, so you can ask questions. And if you can't make it live, don't worry, there is a recording, okay? And do you have to be consistent with posting? Corey, yes, it does help to be consistent. However, you'll want to test what's the best method for you. It might be 4 days a week. It might be 5 days a week. It might be 6 days a week. And we're going to talk about that a lot in the Intelligent Instagram Masterclass. So I hope that you can make it. Yes, Oliva Tanza says, great advice. Private clients have not paid my bills. Yes, that is the case with everyone. Great advice. Also, so true. I am Spash. Awesome. Okay, great. Number 11, I want to give you guys some tools / ways to save time. So 2 of my very favorite tools, especially if you are working full-time and trying to do stuff while you're at work, working on your business, which technically you shouldn't be doing, but I know you're all doing it anyway. OneTab. So first of all, how many of you always have a million tabs open on your computer screen, right? Like you're on a browser, Google Chrome, whatever it is, you have a million tabs open. Yes, I'm getting some hearts. Okay, I always have a million tabs open. If that's you, you need to get the Google Chrome extension called OneTab. Literally ONETAB, OneTab. It will change your life, okay? I promise you, this thing has changed my life. You can have a million tabs open. All you do is click the one tab and it condenses all of your tabs down into one tab. It lists them all out and it saves it for you, which is even better. So I can go back to all those tabs. I can refresh all those tabs at any point in time that I want. So if you're doing things on your work computer and then you need to leave and go home, but you don't want to close all those tabs down, just click that little one tab and now you've got everything saved for you. You can shut down your computer. You can come back the next day and you can upload all those tabs again. It is beautiful, trust me. Number 2, my second favorite tool is Google Drive. So instead of emailing yourself back and forth, like if you're doing stuff at work, you don't want to email things from your work email to your personal email, all that kind of crazy stuff. All you need is Google Drive, all right? If you can access Google from your work computer, hopefully your company doesn't block it. If you have a Gmail, it's wonderful. Just open Google Drive, drop everything in there, and then now you can access it from both your home computer and your work computer from anywhere. No emailing back and forth. It is beautiful, okay? And then if you are working from your office, I highly recommend that you do, because your work computer is probably 10 times faster than your home computer. I know mine was. So your internet connection at work, probably better. So try as much as possible, go in early, stay late, work on your lunch break. Try to use that work computer as much as possible because you will get things done faster at work rather than at home. Also, there's too many distractions typically at home. So I like to always work at my computer. Even if I wasn't working at work on the clock, I would stay late, do some work, come in early, do some work, etc. All right, and number 12, the last one, know when it's time to step out of the boat. So we kind of talked about this already. Be really prepared. Do you have sufficient savings in the bank? What if your company doesn't earn a profit for a while? What if your sales don't make what your projections were? Are you emotionally ready to leave your job, right? This is a safety nest that you're kind of leaving here, right? There is no safety in business. It is a huge risk, and trust me, it's worth it, but you want to make sure that you're taking a calculated risk, okay? And then know yourself, you know? Are you the type of person where you need that extra little kick in the butt? Like you need that fire lit under your butt in order to make sure that you're actually going to take your business seriously. And so for you, if that's you, and I'm a little bit this way also, you kind of need to leave your job before you're actually ready to leave your job, because it's going to give you that kick. It's going to light that fire under your butt so that you actually take it very, very seriously, right? Otherwise, maybe you're not that way. Maybe you're a very frugal numbers, math person. You don't like to take risk, and so you really need to be making a lot of money in your business before you actually walk away. So know yourself, know what you're comfortable with, make sure you're emotionally stable, and then step out of the boat and walk on the water and pray, and I will pray with you. And trust me, God will provide. If this is what you're truly called to do, if this is what God has designed you to do, trust me, He will make sure that you do succeed. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Facebook Live. It is our last Facebook Live for 2019. I am so sad, but there's only 3 weeks left, and most of you are going to be away, and we're actually going to be away. I'm going to be spending time with my family for the next 4 weeks or so. Next week, we're doing the Intelligent Instagram Masterclass, so sign up for that. I'm going to give you the link. Corey wants to know, what do you post if you don't have product yet? Great question, Corey. We actually reveal 25 things to post on social media before you have your product, all inside our Mastering Digital Marketing class, which is on sale right now. I think it's normally $129, and depending on how many courses you buy, you can get anywhere from $40 off up to $70 off. So it is a steal, and that sale is only going on till tomorrow. So that's our Blessed Friday sale. It is buy one course, get 40 off, buy 2 courses, get 100 off, buy 3, get 170 off, plus a $50 gift card, which is basically like $220 off, which is ridiculous. And you can grab our fashion business course, which I talked about in the beginning, for only $27. It is nothing, all right? Go back and watch our previous Facebook Lives that I mentioned, episodes 14, 60, 61, and 64. I'll put links to them on Facebook. They are going to be taken down soon. So as of right now, you can watch all 85 Facebook Lives for free. However, starting in 2020, we are going to take some of them down, the good ones, and we're going to give them exclusive access to our Fashion Startup Intensive students. So make sure you watch them now, because some of them are going to go away. Yes, Corey, Mastering Digital Marketing. Go to fashionninjawarrior.com/ I believe it's digital. Anyway, click on online courses and you'll see all of them. It's number 3. That's the one you want to take to learn the 25 things to post on social media without having a product. And then definitely be sure to sign up for our Instagram Intelligent Masterclass coming up next week. If you want to find out how we've taught our clients to go from 2 to 22,000 followers in just 1 year, or how another client, we helped her grow from 10 comments per post to 70 comments per post, you need to take this class. It's called Intelligent Instagram. You can sign up for it by going to intelligentinstagram.eventbrite.com. And that's coming up next Tuesday, so you've got 1 week left to sign up. Don't forget to sign up for our best-selling Fashion Startup Intensive program. The price is going up in January, so you don't want to miss out. fashionninjawarrior.com/FSI. And next week is our Intelligent Instagram Masterclass, so we won't be here, and then we won't be back until probably February. So we're going to be taking a little bit of a break with our Facebook Lives, although I will still be here. You'll see me. I'll pop on Instagram every once in a while and do a little Instagram Live rant or so. I'll make sure to provide you guys with great content. And as always, we have tons of free content on our blog. Join our Fearless Fashionpreneur Facebook group. I love you all. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy holidays. Yes, the Instagram class, Christine, is in the comments, in the description for the Facebook Live. So just click above. You'll see it. All right, guys. I love you all. I'm going to miss you, and I hope to see you all soon. Please stay in touch and hop on over to our website and take advantage of our Blessed Friday course sale. All right? Talk to you soon. Bye.